John Harold Cooper is a former American football player and coach. Cooper was an assistant coach at Iowa State, Oregon State, UCLA, Kansas, and Kentucky. Then, he embarked on a head coaching career, as he served as the head coach at the University of Tulsa, Arizona State University, and Ohio State University, compiling a career record of 192 84 6. Cooper was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame as a coach in 2008. Early years and playing career: Cooper was born and raised in the Knoxville suburb of Powell, Tennessee. He graduated from Powell High School in 1955, then served in the United States Army for 2 years. After serving for 2 years, he enrolled at Iowa State University, where he played football for legendary coach Clay Stapleton in the single-wing formation with the Iowa State Cyclones, including the 1959 Dirty 30 team. As a senior in 1961, Cooper was team captain and MVP. Cooper graduated from Iowa State in 1962 with a bachelor's degree in physical education. Coaching career: Cooper began his coaching career in 1962 as the freshman team coach at Iowa State. He then was an assistant coach at Oregon State from 1963 to 1964 under Tommy Prothro and helped Oregon State finish first place in the Athletic Association of Western Universities in 1964. Oregon State also made the Rose Bowl and finished number 8 in the final AP poll. Cooper then followed Prothro to UCLA to be an assistant there from 1965 to 1966. In the 1965 season, UCLA finished first in the AAW and number 4 in the final AP poll and won the Rose Bowl. The 1966 UCLA team finished number 5 in the AP poll. In 1967, Cooper became defensive coordinator at Kansas under Pepper Rogers. Cooper again was part of a conference championship team in 1968 when Kansas finished first in the Big 12. The 1968 Kansas team finished number 9 in the final AP poll and made the Orange Bowl. Cooper remained at Kansas until 1971. From 1972 to 1976, Cooper had his final assistant position at Kentucky, first under John Ray in 1972, then Fran Kersey from 1973 to 1976. In Cooper's final season at Kentucky in 1976, Kentucky finished number 18 in the AP poll and won the Peach Bowl. In 1977, he was named the head football coach at the Tulsa. At Tulsa, he compiled a 56-32 record with 5 Missouri Valley Conference titles. Cooper considers his tenure at Tulsa his most enjoyable years as a coach. He became the head coach at Arizona State in 1985, where his teams played in 3 consecutive bowl games, including the 1987 Rose Bowl, during his 3-year tenure. Notably, he was just 0-2-1 against arch-rival Arizona. He accepted the job as head coach at Ohio State on December 31, 1987. Cooper's first season in Columbus was somewhat undistinguished. The Buckeyes notched their first losing season since 1966. However, he quickly turned the Buckeyes around and led them to shared Big Ten titles in 1993, 1996, and 1998. In his 13 seasons at Ohio State, Cooper compiled a 111-43-4 record. His 111 victories are second in Ohio State history behind only Woody Hayes' 205. Among his most memorable victories at Ohio State were back-to-back victories against Notre Dame, leading Ohio State to its first Rose Bowl in 13 years, and a 1999 Sugar Bowl victory over Texas A&M. Cooper's teams at Ohio State were loaded with a great deal of talent that would go on to play in the NFL, including 1995 Heisman Trophy winner Eddie George, 1995 Fred Bilt-Nykoff Award winner Terry Glenn, 1996 Outland Trophy winner Orlando Pace, 1998 Jim Thorpe Award winner Antoine Winfield, Alonzo Spellman, Robert Smith, Dan Wilkinson, Joey Galloway, Ricky Dudley, Mike Vrabel, Corey Stringer, David Boston, Sean Springs, Ahmed Plummer, Neil Diggs, Nate Clements, and Ryan Pickett. However, Cooper will be remembered for his 3-8 bowl record and his 2-10-1 record against rival Michigan. His most crippling losses to the Wolverines came in 1993, 1995, and 1996. Each season, Ohio State entered the Michigan game undefeated and ranked in the top 5, but came away with a gut-wrenching loss. In 1993 Ohio State was ranked number 5 and undefeated, only to be shut out by the Wolverines 28-0 and denied its first trip to Pasadena in 9 years. In 1995 Ohio State lost a number 2 ranking, the Big Ten title, and another shot at the Rose Bowl by losing to the Wolverines, 31-23, in Ann Arbor. In 1996, the Buckeyes were again ranked number 2 and had already secured a Rose Bowl berth when they faced Michigan. The Buckeyes smelled victory after shutting out the Wolverines in the first half, but Michigan rallied in the second half to upset the Buckeyes yet again, 13-9, costing them a chance at the national championship. Ohio State would go on to win the 1997 Rose Bowl against Arizona State and finish the season ranked number 2. With this victory, Cooper became the first coach to win the Rose Bowl with a Pac-10 and a Big Ten team. In 1997 Ohio State smelled revenge as it was Michigan who entered the game undefeated and Ohio State with the chance to play spoiler. However, the Wolverines again defeated the Buckeyes, 20-14. To add insult to injury, Michigan's win was sparked by the spectacular performance of Ohio native and 1997 Heisman Trophy winner Charles Woodson, who made big plays on offense, defense, and special teams. Cooper's Buckeyes were expected to have a strong season in 1999, but slumped to 6-6, their first non-winning record since Cooper's first year. They rebounded to 8-4 a year later, but a 38-26 loss to Michigan cost Cooper his job at the end of the season. Later life and honors, Cooper currently works for the Cincinnati Bengals of the NFL as a scouting consultant and also works as a college football analyst for ESPN. On May 1, 2008, Cooper was elected to the College Football Hall of Fame. He was inducted into the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame on December 30, 2012 representing both Arizona State and Ohio State football teams. On September 8, 2014, Cooper was inducted into the Iowa State University Athletics Hall of Fame in an on-field ceremony during the Iowa State-Kansas State football game. Head coaching record. See also, Legends Poll, List of Presidents of the American Football Coaches Association. References. External links, John Cooper at the College Football Hall of Fame, John Cooper at the College Football Data Warehouse, Ohio State Biography of Cooper.